We're come here to look to push ourselves really hard and explore the Drakensberg Mountains. None of us have ever been to South Africa before, so we're really excited to see what's out there.
We think it might not be too cold for us. We reckon it'll be the other way around. We're thinking we're going to suffer with the heat, but we're definitely looking forward to it no matter what.
No, hopefully it'll be a lot of fun out there. It'll be hard with so many days and the lack of sleep, but when the sun comes up in the morning it'll be fine.
First time in South Africa, so got to try and take it all in. Sleep when we go home.
Monday morning, 6:20, 10 minutes before Expedition Africa start. Today they're going to go up to the escarpment on the border of Africa and Lesotho. Stay on the escarpment, choose the pass they want to come down. Hopefully they choose the right pass, and we'll see them when it gets dark, a couple of valleys further. When you go into the mountains, in South Africa, the Berg, your responsibility increases. Where the previous years it was very mediocre sort of hiking legs and that, but because of the rain and the weather changes, I think the African teams is a bit foreign to them. The fact that you have to carry a tent and sleeping bags for everybody and so on, so that gives you responsibility for the organizer more. And if something does go wrong, you have to get people out of there. Luckily, it did not happen, and it went out well.
We've got to make a serious decision as to which way we're going. But just look here, unbelievable. Look at the view.
Well, we had obviously 100 k's of paddle in this event, and I think most people normally in the head break it up 3 or 4 legs. But we had 2 legs, with one being 75 kilometers, which I think did like sort of take a few people. But the paddle just follow a natural course, so it actually came quite easy to plan it. That it follows the Tugela River through 3 dams, and it includes a lot of portages, very good rapid section, but and a lot of it at night. Plus, to get to your boats, you had to do a little swim or do a detour. So I think from a mental point of view, that testing the people to swim when it's 10 degrees, 5 degrees outside, but actually the water is warmer, that shook a few teams out.
It was incredibly cold last night, and when the sun came up it still didn't warm us up for a bit, so I think we lost a little bit of time playing with the or dealing with the cold more than anything else.
We've just come off a big cycle now, an 89 kilometer cycle. The last 3 points were pretty much hike a bike, but proper good nerving was required. Smithy was right in the money there, and yeah, we're tired now. I need to finish all the maps and get some sleep, but I think I'm looking forward to see what's coming out tomorrow.
Our second big hike took us through the Inyasuti wilderness area, which is a wilderness area that you don't have to stick on any paths. You can pretty much walk where you want to, which opens up a lot of different route choices. Very remote, it's very rugged, and that all takes the people to the finale, where there's a big kloof that you have to basically abseil down and unsupported. Where a team has to know during that time in the last part of the race, when they're trying to stay awake, how to safely get themselves down the rope as a team. Although there is marshals present, they're only overseeing, and not really supporting the athletes. I think that is a step up, where before, if there's an abseil, there's an assisted abseil. This is totally on your own, and I think it raises us to international level. That's the skills you need for the sport.
Really hot. We ran out of water for a long time, and the track was way much longer than we expected. We're still not finished with it, but not very long to go.
kind of started off slow and hit some barriers in the beginning, but our team's really working together as a unit right now. So everyone's helping everyone else out, and we've slowly been inching our way back. And I think we came in at second, just pushed really hard on the bike let. We're all feeling a little bit worked right now, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of days.
I think mostly with races of this magnitude, is after the second, third day, it's pretty much clear of what the positioning going to be. But luckily we have the Drakensberg to thank. The weather came in on the last critical leg, and where there were 7, 8, 9 hour gaps between the first 4 teams, suddenly within an hour before the finish they're all a kilometre of each other. So we could see them, they couldn't even see each other. And that happened, repeat itself on 3 different mornings with the next groups coming in. So I mean that, and link that with the social media vibe that it created. We couldn't ask for more. Right, we're now at CP6 the night before the cutoff tomorrow night. What we've done is we've moved 8 teams from CP5 straight to CP6 by vehicle. They didn't do the long bicycle. And tomorrow morning we'll have a mass start at 6. Then there's a 45 kilometer downhill mountain bike all the way to the hotel, bottle of champagne and the finish line waiting for them.
It was awesome. Whitewater rafting, just amazing. Seeing all the game preserves, giraffe running as we're riding mountain bikes next to them. So good stuff. Definitely love to do it again.
Yeah, we had kind of a miserable night. Just a lot of mistakes and a lot of sleepwalking, not racing efficiently. But the one thing we always reminded ourselves was anything can happen out there. So we kept pushing and even running right to the finish line, not knowing, assuming we might even have lost third position. But here we got second place. Is pretty great.
The race was hard. I mean, we expected to finish yesterday. It's past. It's been a tough race. We'll have I think a team sit down and discuss how things went. But I think all in all it went pretty well. We're pretty happy. I mean, one thing I do have to say is Susan Carter that joined us first adventure race. Literally the first time she stayed awake for 24 hours. She did remarkably well.
We're extremely pleased with how they went off. It's also high risk in the mountains, the weather and lots of things, and the rapids, which wasn't really, we had to sort of guess a bit of what the water levels would be in May, and nobody could really give us advice on it. So I'm very happy that it went off out of any incident, but it definitely gave an edge of adventure, what these people are looking for. So there's a fine line between making it too dangerous and making it adventurous enough, and I think luckily, not just us, but nature provided again that it was there.